Good morning. Today we're back down one of my favourite nature locations, the Wyre Forest. And today I've got two particular species in mind which I want to capture. The first is a species we've filmed before, which is the beautiful dipper. So today I've actually managed to come down on a day where the river level is actually quite low, meaning that there's plenty of places where we could potentially find one, compared to last time where the river was way too high and it was just kind of hard finding anything really. And the second species we have in mind today is the Pied Flycatcher. Now, I know there's been a few sighted in the area, so fingers crossed I managed to come across one. But we all know how nature and wildlife photography goes. You could be walking around for 5 hours and see nothing, and then all of a sudden they all come at once. So fingers crossed we managed to get both species today. My day is already going better than planned. I was just sorting out my tripod and I noticed a little dipper actually land on the river. Now, I only managed to catch him for all but 2 seconds, so yeah, not a lot of footage to show just yet, and I didn't get any photos, but hopefully, with any luck, that might be my first of many to come. So once again, just gotta keep my eyes on the river, look for anything which moves or bobs up and down, and hopefully we'll come across a few more. While I was so lucky to get one of my target species so early on, I still have a bit of a fear. And that's by, if I'm concentrating too hard on the river trying to find a dipper, am I likely to miss a pied flycatcher, flying around in the trees? Well, if I was clever, I would have done a bit of research and I would have practiced my bird calls a little bit. But I'm not that clever, so I've just had a little listen while I was walking down the path. Now, because I'm not very good at bird calls at all, it really is something I've got to work on. They all kind of sound exactly the same to me. So I really do have to get my wits about me today and just keep my eyes open to see what's going on around me. Hey guys. For the next minute, we're just going to be switching over to a voiceover. Let me explain why. Pied flycatchers are summer visitors here in the UK, and I think you'd agree, they're very smart looking birds. Definitely birds I was very happy to see on the day. But why the voiceover? Well, it's basically because upon reviewing the footage and actually watching them in the field, it turns out they were nesting birds. So they were carrying nesting materials to and from the trees to their nesting locations. Because of this, I didn't want to show any footage of their actual nest itself, and I didn't really want to give away the exact location of where they were nesting for what I presume are fairly obvious reasons. So because of that, I've just decided to go for a voiceover instead. And I just hope you enjoy the footage of these truly, truly beautiful birds. I should also point out that pied flycatchers were my primary target for the day, along with the dippers. And I actually got these guys not long after the dipper, meaning I think it was around 11 AM, maybe not even that, maybe 10 AM. I'd only been on field for maybe 2 hours before I got both of my species, which is completely unprecedented for myself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this footage and I hope you understand why I didn't want to show anything else.
don't really know what's going on today. So I was chatting to a bloke earlier who said, if you want to go see some dippers, go stand on the bridge and just wait around for a little bit. So after getting my pieds, I came back to the bridge. I sat down for all but 5 minutes and I had one land up just on the bank up top. So what I'm going to do is chill here for a little bit, maybe give it 25 minutes, half an hour or so, and just see if anyone else wants to sort of fly on free. We'll see how it goes, eh? But again, I can't get over just how lucky I'm being today. I mean, both of my target species within like an hour or two, just over the moon. I probably keep saying over the moon as well, but genuinely I'm ecstatic over this. I don't usually get this lucky when I'm going bird watching, so much like last time, this has been absolutely incredible. So the dippers have been incredibly active today. I've had multiple flybys up and down the river and sort of stayed in the same spot for like 20 minutes or so. I'm now walking back up the river, but what I've noticed is essentially droppings everywhere. And you know, I can only presume they're from dippers or maybe grey wagtails, but they are literally everywhere. Which, for me at least, I think is a very, very good sign because it means it's an active area. There are birds here everywhere. So now all I have to do is find them. But that being said, I think I've had some really, really good views of a dipper today. Maybe I haven't translated that well to camera, but at least to me with my binoculars, they've looked absolutely brilliant. Oh, small garlic, awesome. Anyway, so since the day is still nice and early, I've got hours left yet, let's carry on going. So if you want to know just how well my day is going today, I've actually managed to take my coat off. So no waterproofs anymore, just straight on for the jumper, because hopefully there's going to be no more sun. There's a little grey wag lands down here. But yeah, today's been absolutely incredible. You know, it rained a little bit earlier, but now the sun is flying high, like beautiful, beautiful weather at the moment. I've just been watching a few butterflies as well. I think a couple of speckled woods, an orange tip, and I think what a brimstone. I'm not too good when it comes to butterflies, you know. I'm only just getting birds down. But for now, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna chill, have me coffee. Yeah, probably walk on back down the way I came, and hopefully catch up with those dippers. I haven't really seen one in about an hour or so, but it's all good today. I'm enjoying myself, so it's all sweet. I was just thinking to myself, so I just said I was going to walk back the way I came, which is kind of a path I always take when I come here. But I figured, since I've already got my 2 target species, I'm going to go down this side of the river for once. So it's a path I've never taken. It leads me into an area of the forest where I've never been before. So I figured, might as well explore a little bit, have some fun while I'm here. Yeah, I got everything done really early today. I've had a lot of coffee today, so more than enough energy. So I'm going to go for a little wander. Something cool just happened. I was walking down the path and something caught my attention, like smoothly running across the surface. Well, it kind of confused me a little bit. So as I got closer, I got my binos out and had a little look in the undergrowth, you know, the grass and, you know, the dried leaves on the side. And it was actually a common lizard. So the UK doesn't have many lizards, you know, same way we only have like 3 species of snake. So it's always a really, really cool occasion. You know, a really, really cool sighting when one pops up. I think this is actually the second one, maybe third actually, which I've ever seen in the wild. So proper pleased with that. Really, really pleased with that. So I've been here at the Wyre Forest for a fair few hours now, and I think it's time to head on back to the exit. So I've got my 2 target species, lovely and early, so the Pied Flycatcher and my dipper, which I've spotted a fair few times today, so cannot be happier with how that's turned out. But yeah, for now, I'm going to head on to the exit. So cheers folks, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later.